My mom actually started the business in her basement in 1969. She would go out and sell during the day and then print at night. I remember hearing the printing presses going when I was sleeping at night. So 1979, I joined the company. And one of the deals was I said, Mom, we got to get out of the basement. So we actually left in 1979 and opened our first place. I was on the sales side, she was on the inside. And we kind of grew the company probably to 20 million in sales, her and I. We had at that point there probably about 110 employees. She had retired 15 years ago, and I decided we were going to go after the educational market and grew the company to where we are now. About 250 employees in a square footage of 450,000 square feet. So we've grown quite a bit, doing very well actually. Educational is our largest part of our business. We specialize in that. So we're variety packaging, educational, and we're still in the commercial print.
There was a revenue stream that we were going after that we couldn't get our hands on because we weren't competitive enough when we weren't applying coating in line on the press. We needed to be able to print and coat at the same time, UV coat, because that's what the account base that we were going after really wanted. So we had to look at a way to do this. I first heard about GEW when I started looking into LED systems. Never had experience with LED printing or UV printing for that matter. I was trying to see what would best fit Mercury Print and started asking questions and calling people about GEW and where in the market were they, how much of the marketplace did they have, and I felt that they were going to be our best fit.
In the educational world, all the covers are UV coated. So we just saved a complete step by having LED UV coated covers coming out in one pass, and we're not bringing it to the next thing to UV coated.
The system that we have right now on our 5-color, we have 3 lamps, and they can be stationed anywhere in between the units 1 through 5. So that option also being a perfecting press, meaning I can print 3/2. We can use the lamps in any station we want where we feel that we need to cure the ink prior to flipping it. Or we can run multiple stations, wet trapping into curing and then going into another coating system. So the versatility allows you to get different effects. It's a great versatility to have. Also, from an operator standpoint, it increases the confidence that you're going to have a better quality job.
You can run higher speeds. The machines are maintained better because they're not getting all the spray powder and stuff. We're able to take it off the press and get it into a binder, cutting whatever facet they need to do within hours. Everything that we've expected out of the system has been great. It's very user-friendly. The operators love it because it is simplistic. There's not a lot of things to adjust. It's pretty much go. There's no time waiting for it to warm up. There's no time making sure that it cools down properly. There's always that chance with conventional UV of fires with the powder igniting, with the paper igniting. With the LED system being cool, you don't have any of those worries.
I think your confidence level is a lot higher printing on an expensive material. We also print on plastic now, a type of Tyvek material, which is a woven plastic. And the UV is nice because, again, I don't have to use those dryer inks, which are very problematic, whereas they're coming off ready to ship to the vendor. That's revenue for us. You know, time is money.
We are much more comfortable running various substrates. We don't have to worry about if it's going to set off in the delivery, if we're going to have blocking or anything like that. It's really made the operators enjoy running the press a lot more with a lot less risk because everything is cured before it hits the delivery. It's giving us new revenue, new sectors that we can go into. We're getting into spot coating. We're making Cyrel plates that allow us to do textured coatings and different spot coatings that we would never do before. We're not sending it to an outside vendor. We're doing it in-house now. The advantage of the LED for us in the 40-inch format was the fact that we could produce more covers more efficiently versus having to go to an offline UV coater. Or, worst case, customers were supplying covers. We wanted the revenue of printing these covers. Once we decided we were going with GEW, they came in to measure our press out and make sure that they could put these interdeck stations in the machine properly, designing it custom to the machine, which made it go in a lot easier and a lot more effectively. When it was all done, it basically looked like it was done by the factory. The installation was quick. I think it was 3 days of downtime, putting the system in and getting it all tied in, and on the 4th day we were testing it. The remote monitoring of the system is fantastic because they can dial in and they can evaluate the system. The other nice feature is we get a monthly report of how efficient we were with the system, how much running time we actually did, how much downtime we had, and seeing that helps us justify the cost and shows us that we've made the right choice.
We did an ROI on the UV coater on the 5-color, and it was less than 1.5 years payback. It's meeting our expectations and what we projected that we were going to do based on the amount of covers and UV coating in line. It was like a no-brainer for us.
It is something that you can't put a price on. It just gives us a comfort zone that we didn't have. There was a lot of different types of work that we didn't want to run because of the risk, the high risk. Running conventional inks on plastic substrates, there's so much cost in the material that you're printing on that you don't want to take the risk. With the LED UV, it makes you more comfortable entering those markets.
It's performing well. We've never had a UV press before, so this is first for us, but it's fantastic. It really is.
I see this type of work as being the future. The quality stands alone.